everyone, Lane here from Maker's Lane. So I'm back in the shop here for my barn renovation series. Previously, I laid a layer of concrete down to finish out the barn so that it had a nice, good surface to work on. In this episode, I'm going to pour the epoxy. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to need for this project. So here are the items that I used for this project. The main backbone of this project would have to be this 2-part epoxy kit. This covers a 2.5 car garage. I ended up having to use 3 boxes of this because it didn't quite cover the 900 square feet that I had. I also added some red flakes in addition to the black flakes that the kit came with, so I just kind of combined them together to get the look I was looking for. Now, the most important thing for this whole process is going to be your prep work. Basically, it's going to be 3 things. You're going to need to power wash it. For that, I used this. It's basically a degreaser that I put into my power washer, and that got up all the grease. And then also, you're going to want to clean up any surfaces that are potentially cracked, and for that, I use this crack filter mixed with some mortar to fill any of the bigger cracks. The third thing is basically any of the surfaces that are kind of raised or anything like that, or any of the cracks that are kind of protruding too far, you're going to want to grind down. And for that, I use this special concrete bit on my grinder to make sure that everything was taken away. So this is all the materials that I used for this project. There are a couple more in addition. All of them will be linked in the description below, so just make sure to check that out if you have any other questions. Now we can go ahead and get started by doing all of our prep work. So I finished filling all the cracks, at least for the most part. There are a couple here and there, but for the most part I got all the cracks cleaned up. For the next step, I've already power washed this like 3 or 4 times, but none of the times have I used any solution or have I scrubbed it. So this time I'm going to power wash, scrub, and then use the cleaning solution. And I will probably do this 2 or 3 times, but I won't bore you with that. But yeah, so the first thing I need to do is put the solution in here, and then I can get started power washing. This is dry, it's good to go. So I still need to do this section here. So all of this over here in this area, that was 2 boxes of 2.5 car garage floor kits, and it's supposed to do like 900 to 1,000 square feet. Well, this part alone, I would say is roughly 500 square feet. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's false advertisement as far as like how far this goes. So this concrete floor that I'm doing it on is very porous and it's pretty rough, and so like a lot of the epoxy kind of got wasted in filling up all the gaps and everything, which I'm not upset about. It makes it for a lot smoother floor over here. I mean, it feels and looks amazing, the part that's done. I need to go back and kind of clean some of the stuff off. I'll probably power wash it just to get any of the extra flakes off. So yeah, now I just need to finish this half over here. I had to wait a couple days to get the new epoxy on order. So I got it, and there's finally another warm day that's gonna be warm enough to do this again. So I'm gonna finish up this little bit I have left. Yeah, so just be wary if you do buy this that you might have to go and get some extra just to finish the project, depending on what the condition of your floor is. But yeah, let's go ahead, now that I have the other stuff, let's go ahead and finish it up. Okay, so here it is all done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was kind of touch and go there for a minute, just because it dropped on after the first coating got in, the temperature dropped at like right at 36 degrees, and I was really worried that it was gonna like come up and everything. It actually did stay tacky for probably 48 hours. So just be aware, I think it's set up fine, like, yeah, it's set up fine, so there's no big issues with it at all. Honestly, it came out great. As far as the specs that I got, they ended up, it was like the perfect amount, and I just ran out at the very end. Everything I've seen on this, you kind of always screw up with the flakes. Either you have too many at the end or not enough. It is what it is. I'm not too concerned about it. The one thing I do wish, however, though, is I kind of wish that the pattern was just a little bit more consistent throughout the entire thing. But once I get stuff on here and get everything built, I really don't think you're going to be able to tell. So if you do it when it's a little bit cold, just be cautious that it's going to take a little bit longer to set up, but it will set up. But I mean, I don't know if you get below like 30 degrees, I don't know. It might not happen. I'm not sure. Now that it's starting to get cold, I'm really going to start trying to bust this all out, get everything closed in at least, so that I can work out here in the wintertime. I got a lot of projects that are backing up. If you have been paying attention to my YouTube channel, basically I haven't really done any of my like kind of personal projects really. I've been doing a lot of stuff in my wife's shop, a lot of stuff out here, but I really haven't gotten any like side projects built, which is kind of like where my passion is, just to kind of like, if something comes to mind, I build it. So I haven't got to do that, so I'm really gonna try and bust this out. I was planning on doing like a bunch of videos, like one where I put the walls in, one where I did insulation, one where I put the windows in, like one when I routed electricity, like all that. But I think now I'm probably gonna do all those videos in like 1 or 2 videos. Like basically just going through and just putting everything together. Mainly because there's a lot of videos out there about insulation. There's a lot of videos out there about walls. There's just a lot of videos out there about that, and I just need to get this done. In all reality, the quality of my videos might go down just a little bit, just because I'm trying to get through this. It might just be a lot of time lapses, not a lot of me talking, just, you know, shots of me doing stuff. But I mean, it is what it is. like I said, I just gotta get this done. Now that it's getting cold, I really need to work through this. I will do a video when I put together my room itself and when I do the bathroom. Those will definitely be two separate videos, so look for those. One of my cousins is actually going to help me put the bathroom in. He's actually a local plumber and he's really helpful, so he's gonna help me with that. But yeah, those are the two videos I'm for sure, but yeah, the other one, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would definitely recommend the Rust-Oleum product. Everything I used for this project will be linked in the description below. I would definitely recommend, there's a couple areas that I saw that I didn't clean as well, like in the corner, because I didn't think I was gonna go all the way that far. You can tell the stuff kind of got flaky. It didn't come off, but it just goes to show you definitely need to thoroughly clean these surfaces before you lay this stuff down. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'm Lane from Maker's Lane. You guys have a good one.